gentlemen, welcome to our performance of William Shakespeare's King Lear, a timeless tragedy that dives into the theme of power, betrayal, and madness. Set in ancient Britain, the story revolves around the aging King Lear, who decides to divide his kingdom along his 3 daughters based on their professions of love for him.
This soon-to-be ill-fated decision sets off a chain of events that leads to devastating consequences, exposing the fragility of human nature and the impact of pride and folly. Let us introduce our characters. King Lear, played by Adithya, the aging monarch who seeks to retire and divides his kingdom between his daughters.
Goneril, played by Angel Anne, is Lear's ruthless and deceitful eldest daughter. Ambitious and ungrateful, she plots against her father and siblings.
Regan, played by Joanna, the middle daughter, is as malicious and power-hungry as Goneril. She conspires with her sister to usurp King Lear's authority and estate.
Cordelia, played by Joanna, the youngest daughter, is known for her honesty and integrity. Unlike her sisters, she refused to flatter Lear insensitively and is disowned as a result, though she remains loyal and true.
The Duke of Albany, played by Nidhi, is Goneril's husband, who eventually turns against his wife's betrayal and seeks justice.
The Duke of Cornwall, played by Surya, is Regan's cruel and vicious husband, complicit in the brutal treatment of Lear and others.
Edgar, played by Benjamin Chako, is Glucas's legitimate son, who is forced into hiding and adopts a disguise to survive his brother's scheme.
Edmund, played by Abinav, is Glaucus's illegitimate son, a cunning villain who betrays his father and brother to advance his position.
Kent, played by Kaushik, is a loyal nobleman to Lear, who is banished for defending Cordelia, but returns in disguise to continue serving the king.
The Fool, played by Mervyn,
Oswald, played by Johniah.
The Doctor, played by Riyona.
The Assassin, played by Jack.
Soldiers and servants.
Sit back and let Shakespeare's powerful language transport you to a world where the pursuit of power leads to ruin, and the strength of the human spirit is revealed.
Enjoy the show.
Act 1. A sense of twilight hangs over the kingdom. King Lear, weary from years of rule, announces a grand decision. To ensure stability, he will divide his land amongst his daughters. But beneath the surface of the seemingly peaceful act, a tension crackles. Whispers course through the court, hinting at hidden motives and tangled loyalties. As the play opens, we are drawn into a world where the line between love and deceit is blurred, and the consequences of a king's choice remain in mystery.
Tell me, my daughters, which of your dogs love us most?
Sire, I love you more than words can veil the matter. And I am made of that self-metal as my sister. What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent?
What can you say to do a third more villain than your sisters? Cordelia?
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot speak my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty, according to my bond, no more, no less.
Yeah, I saw Cordelia. You want my kingdom between Goneril and Regan.
But why, sire? Why you suggest?
I'm joking! I'm banishing you from my kingdom for your insolence.
My lord, I speak only for what is just and true. Banish me if you must, but know that I shall always serve you faithfully.
Away with you! Let me hear no more of your insolence.
Indeed, Goneril, with Cordelia gone and Kent banished, nothing stands in our way.
In the hall of the Duke of Albany's palace, Goneril's frustration boils over as she questions Oswald about her father's actions. She is adamant about confronting him for his constant wrongdoing. Meanwhile, King Lear, clad in disguise, and the fool find themselves at a castle, where King Lear's indignation towards Regan's lack of hospitality ignites. As the tempest rages both outside and within, alliances are pestered, betrayals exposed, and the unraveling of sanity loom ominously over the horizon.
Did my father strike my gentleman for chiding of his food? By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he crashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I shan't endure it.
He's coming, madam. I hear him.
Put off what bare negligence you please, you and your fellows, and I have come to question. If he disdains it, let him to my sister, whose mind and mine I know in that are one, not to be overruled. Idle old man.
Reason not in need. Our basest beggars are in the poorest things superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life is as cheap as bees. Thou art a lady, if only to go warm or gorgeous. Why? Nature needs not what thou gorgeous wearest, which scarcely keeps thee warm.
Good dawning to thee. Friend, art thou of this house?
Canst thou tell why one snow stands in the middle of space?
I have full cause of weeping. This heart shall bring you to 100,000 crowns. Or her, I will weep. Oh fool! I shall go mad!
This house is little. The old man and his people cannot be well restored.
God, see them out for good.
Here's the crown for the true king of fools.
I see no humor in this food. I'm betrayed by my own daughters.
My lord, have courage, we'll find shelter.
The scene unfolds within the confines of a death tent nestled deep within the French camp. The atmosphere is heavy with the weight of recent betrayals and hardships endured. In this dimly space, Cordelia, Ken, and a doctor gather their presence. Cordelia urging her companions not to lose sight of the humanity amidst the cruelty that surrounds them. Ken offers words of solace, recognizing Cordelia as a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. The doctor, a symbol of both physical and emotional healing, emphasizing the power of the unity. As they stand together, the stage is set for a moment of reflection amidst the challenges that lie ahead.
Though we may have faced the darkness of betrayal, let us not lose sight of our humanity amid the cruelty of this world. For it is in the depths of adversity that our true character is revealed. Let our resolve be a testament to the enduring power of love and compassion. We fight not for land or conquest, but for the restoration of what is just.
Your grace speaks with the wisdom of ages. News from the front?
No word yet, sir, but the scouts report increased activity in the enemy camp. They may attack with dawn. Then let them come. We are prepared. Have the healers checked on the wounded. Their well-being is paramount. therefore, Your Majesty, but their spirits are low. A message from you, a word of hope, could lift their hearts considerably.
Of course, tell them they fight for a noble cause, for a future free from tyranny. Remind them of their families and their loved ones who wait for their safe return.
A wise move, Your Majesty. Hope is a powerful weapon on the battlefield.
And what of my father, Kent? Have you learned anything of his whereabouts?
Unfortunately, no, Your Majesty. But I will not rest until he is found.
I know you won't, my loyal friend.
We may not know what tomorrow holds, but united we face it, united in purpose, unwavering in our convictions. Hear, hear, for her royalty and country.
For loyalty and justice.
In Act 4, the stage is set amidst the turmoil of the British camp, when the echoes of battle resound and the shadows of fate loom large. Against this backdrop, we find Edgar, a beacon of integrity, and Edmund, a figure haunted by the spectre of his misdeeds. As they converge in a moment of reckoning, the themes of honor, redemption, and the power of choice come to the forefront, leading a tendency of existential inquiry.
Yet better thus and known to be condemned, than still condemned and flattered. For what is true honor, if not earned through integrity and virtue? In the crucible of adversities, the soul is tested and its metal revealed.
Is there yet hope for redemption in the shattered world? Can a man atone for the sins of his past?
Even in the darkest hour, there exists a glimmer of light for those who seek it earnestly. Embrace this moment, for in it lies the opportunity for repentance. But know this, Edmund. True redemption requires more than mere words. It demands action and genuine remorse. It requires the courage to confront one's own failings and strive for change.
I've lived a life tainted by ambition and deceit. Is there still a chance for me to change my fate? Can I undo the harm I've caused?
The choice is yours to make, Edmund. The path to redemption is narrow and fraught with challenges, but it is never too late to seek forgiveness and strive for a better future. Look within yourself and find the strength to cast aside the shackles of your past. Only then, and only then can you hope to forge a new destiny, a destiny worthy of redemption.
With a heavy heart, Edmund comes to his senses and begins to feel remorseful. He then decides to release all of the prisoners that he held captive.
Edgar, my brother, you have bested me in more ways than one. Take my sword, for I am not fit to wield it any longer.
Brother, even in your last moments, you speak the heat of redemption. Rest now, for forgiveness is not beyond reach.
Act 5. Along with the release of the other prisoners, Edmund also releases the king and Cordelia as they now have units. In the final act, we see the once mighty king, now stripped of his crown and sanity, wanders the wilderness. Lear's mind, shattered by the harsh realities of his own making, grapples with the fragments of past glory and the bitter sting of betrayal by those he once trusted. He finally unites with Cordelia in hopes to take the kingdom back. But then all of a sudden,
May this serve as a solemn reminder
your life. Don't come no more. Never, never, ever, never.
We see the two sisters in a heated argument with their husbands. And along with themselves, all this war and betrayal has brought them nothing but lust for power and bloodshed. Accountable for their actions, they get confronted in hopes to change their wretched minds.
Accursed daughters, Goneril and Regan, your deeds have woven a tapestry of demise which have led to the death of your very own father, the noble King Lear. Oh Goneril, your heart is filled with viper, causing you to poison and murder the ones you call your very own. And Regan, you are no less accountable for such crimes. Your heart is as black as the depths of hell, and together, the both of you have ruined this so-called kingdom of yours.
But know this, no throne built upon treachery can act. Your wickedness shall be undoing, for the gods are just. We shall need all the punishment you so richly deserve. A testament for your heinous acts. The cries of the wrong shall echo through eternity.
Wisdom and goodness seem wild to the wild.
As the story proceeds, we see the daughters still holding grudges and resentment amongst each other, even with their confrontation. Overwhelmed by their mutual hate for each other, they resort to scheming each other's demise. Cornwall has found to have a hired assassin for Regan. Assassination goes as planned. Though crooked, Goneril celebrates her victory. Leaving all astounded by the unexpected turn of events, both the sisters Sania plotted the same demise, which ultimately led to both of their tragic deaths. It all concludes in a tragedy. The play closes with the king betrayed by his own, all the daughters dead, and the kingdom is in shambles at the hands of Edgar. The blood is spilled through the nation, all in the name of envy and greed. In our final moments, we have Edgar, the son of Gloucester, and the Duke of Albany, who decide to come in alliance in order to pay homage to the fallen King Lear.